Welcome in, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be tough. I'm going to see if I can get myself through it. I made an original statement. If you listen to my radio show, you know I made an original statement when one of my old wrestling coaches, Hall of Fame coach in Colorado and nationally recognized in the Hall of Fame as well, was originally diagnosed with brain cancer that was incurable. It was terminal. Unfortunately, he ended up passing away early this morning from the cancer. I'm not going to say he lost his fight because Coach Barron doesn't lose. I wanted to start off this podcast just because he was so much to so many people. He was a wrestling coach for 50 years, all of them in Colorado. He wrestled in Colorado. He was Colorado through and through. Graduated from Northern Colorado, and everybody expected this to be the outcome because the doctor said that the cancer was untreatable, but everybody really thought that he was going to make a miracle out of it. And just because he was such a great man and touched so many lives, I wanted to give him a special tribute to start off this week's podcast. He finished his career. He retired this past February in the state wrestling tournament, left his shoes in the middle of the mat. And honestly, every time I see him walk out there, leave his shoes in center circle, it gives me goosebumps and it brings tears to my eyes. But he finished his career with a record of 181 and 6 in dual meets, and has helped guide more than 50 wrestlers to placing at state, countless state champions. He coached his son. He coached all these guys that come back and are now on his coaching staff. And you know that you're a special person when you leave one school that you coached all these guys at and your assistant coaches follow you and wear the colors of a rival high school because they love and care for you so much, and they know that you're trying to do the right thing and continue to try and show people what it is to be a man. And that's what he did. He was more than just a football and wrestling coach. He was somebody you could go to and he'd be able to teach you, and he had so much experience and so much knowledge. All I can say is I'm grateful and I'm spoiled for the time that I had with him. And it's tough this week and it's tough today. It's probably going to be tough for a long time. And I know I'm not the only one that's hurting. So I wanted to recognize Coach Barron, his wife, Jane, we call her Mama Barron, his son, Luke, his daughter, Jen, and all of his grandkids who I know are going to be missing their grandpa. I always thought of him as a grandfather figure to me because I never knew my grandfather. And I just, like I said, I cherish all the moments that I got with him. All the times that he kicked the crap out of me and wiped my face along the mat, just to remind me that he could. I mean, he had more bones fused in his body than I think anybody probably should. He was basically the $6 million man, and he had a dent in his silver tooth. He had a tooth replaced, and he still dented his silver tooth. So it's a somber day, but this should be a celebration of a life of one of the greatest men to ever coach in Colorado, and one of the greatest men that I've ever had the privilege to know. So I thank you for the time that I had with you, Coach Barron. Keep yourself in shape, because when I get to where you are, we're gonna have one more match and we're gonna see who the real king is. But I'm sad that you're not gonna be here, but I know that you're feeling better now and you're not in as much pain. And I know that everybody's hurting now feels the same way. So it sucks. And I wish you were still here with us. Cancer sucks. Cancer's not fun. But congratulations on a great career and a great life. I love you, Coach. I always will.